When the grid goes down, the locks on your doors won't be enough. In a real collapse, desperate people will come for what you have. If you haven't already hardened your home, you're a target. Welcome to Prepper's Paradigm, your channel dedicated to practical prepping and disaster preparedness. I use a computer-generated voice because my own is hard to understand due to an injury. In today's video, we're talking about how to defend your home when things really fall apart. Whether it's a short-term disaster or a long-term SHTF scenario, your home may become the only thing standing between your family and the chaos outside. We'll cover realistic, effective steps you can take to stay hidden, fortify your space, and protect what's yours without relying on anyone else. Before you can defend your home, you need to understand what you're up against. When SHTF, not everyone turns into a violent criminal, but enough will that ignoring a threat is a mistake. You're likely to face two types of danger: desperate individuals and organized groups. Desperate people are those who didn't prepare. No food, no water, no options. They're driven by fear and hunger, not strategy. That makes them unpredictable. Most are looking for an easy target, a home that looks abandoned, unguarded, or weak. They'll usually move on if they see signs that breaking in would be noisy, slow, or risky. Organized gangs, on the other hand, are a much bigger problem. These groups might be armed, coordinated, and aggressive. They're not just scavenging, they're looking to take control of resources and territory. They may test your defenses, probe for weaknesses, or come in numbers. If they decide your home is worth the effort, you won't scare them off with a warning sign. The key is to prepare for both kinds of threat. Your home needs to look like more trouble than it's worth, without looking like it's full of supplies. And if it comes to a fight, you need to be the one who's ready. In any collapse, the first rule is simple: don't stand out. Operational security, or OpSec, means keeping your supplies, your preparations, and your intentions to yourself. The fewer people who know what you've got, the better your chances of keeping it. That starts long before SHTF. Don't tell neighbors, friends, or extended family about your stockpile unless you trust them with your life. Desperation changes people fast. Someone who seems harmless today might be pounding on your door tomorrow, or worse, bringing others with them. Once things go bad, it's time to go gray. That means no obvious signs of comfort or abundance. Don't wear clean clothes when everyone else looks like they've been sleeping rough. Don't run generators that give off light or noise unless you've soundproofed and blacked out the windows. Don't cook meals with strong smells if people around you are starving. Use blackout curtains, dampen any sounds from inside, and act the part. If your area is filled with struggling people, look like one of them. Blending in makes you a lot less interesting to the wrong kind of attention. If looters do come near your home, you want them to see nothing worth taking. No movement. No signs of life, no light, no sound. They're not likely to risk their lives breaking into a house that seems empty. Even inside your home, think about camouflage. If someone does get in, your supplies shouldn't be easy to find. Use hidden compartments. Build false walls. In rural areas, bury some gear away from the house. Let your defense start with staying invisible. If they don't know you're there, they're not coming through your door. If you plan to bug in during a serious collapse, your home can't just be shelter. It needs to be a stronghold. Start with the obvious weak points: doors and windows. Many homes have solid doors, but they're only as strong as the frame and the locks. Without reinforcement, even a solid door can be kicked in. Install 3-inch screws in all hinges and strike plates to anchor them deep into the framing studs. Add heavy-duty deadbolts. And if you're serious, add door bars or internal braces that can be kicked in from the outside. Next, the windows. These are easy targets if left unprotected. You've got a few good options: security bars on ground-level windows, polycarbonate sheets that look like glass but won't shatter, or security film that makes breaking glass noisy, messy, and time-consuming. Outside the home, plant thorny bushes under ground floor windows to make access difficult. Use fences or hedges to make it harder for intruders to get onto your land. but without giving them additional cover to hide from you. You don't need to turn your house into a bunker, but you do need to slow intruders down and make it loud and dangerous for them to get inside. That alone will drive off most looters looking for easy targets. Inside the home, plan to barricade entry points. Use heavy furniture or sandbags behind key doors. A few braces made from 2x4s can turn an average room into a last stand position. If you've got multiple people, assign defense points with cover and fields of fire. And don't forget about dogs. A loud bark, even from a recording, can stop an intruder before they even test the door. A real guard dog is even better if you can handle the responsibility. Every layer of fortification you add buys you time. And when things go bad, time is survival. Fortifications can slow intruders down. But if they breach your home, you need a plan to defend it and the tools to do it right. Let's start with firearms, because in an SHTF scenario, they're your most effective line of defense. Ensure you comply with any weapon ownership and use laws where you live. Handguns are ideal for close quarters. They're easy to maneuver in hallways, around corners, or inside rooms. A reliable 9mm semi-automatic is a solid choice. But owning one isn't enough. You need to train with it until drawing, aiming, and firing under pressure becomes second nature. Shotguns offer unmatched stopping power inside the home. A 12-gauge loaded with buckshot can stop multiple intruders quickly. They're especially effective at close range, like a hallway or doorway. But remember, shotguns kick hard and require practice. If you're on a larger property or defending from a distance, a rifle like an AR-15 or AK pattern is your best bet. Rifles give you reach, accuracy, and firepower, but they also demand more training and discipline. No matter what you choose, make sure you can legally own and use your weapon. Your weapon is clean and well maintained. You know how to load, clear malfunctions, and switch magazines in the dark. Your ammo is dry, protected, and easy to access. But firearms aren't your only option. Non-lethal tools like pepper spray, tasers, and alarms can help in situations where deadly force isn't needed, or where you want to create an opportunity to escape. Here's the bottom line. Your mindset matters more than your gear. Hesitation can be fatal. Practice your response before you need it. Don't just plan to survive, train to win. Even with good OpSec and solid defenses, someone might still come through your door. When that happens, how you respond can decide whether you survive. The first goal is to avoid direct confrontation whenever possible. If you can stay hidden and avoid detection, do it. Many looters and even some gang members will back off if they think the house is empty or too risky. But if a confrontation becomes unavoidable, the key is to stay calm and act decisively. Use your home to your advantage. Know your blind spots. Position yourself behind solid cover, not just concealment, but things that can stop a bullet, like brick walls, bookshelves, or heavy furniture. Elevated positions, like stairwells or second-floor windows, give you better visibility and more control over movement. If you set up choke points and barricades correctly, you'll know where intruders are likely to funnel through. Use that to your advantage. Don't wait in the open. Control the ground. Be ready to move, but only when it gives you a tactical edge. You're not trying to clear your house like a SWAT team. You're defending a fixed position. That's your strength. If you're outnumbered or overwhelmed, create a distraction. A loud alarm, a thrown object, or even breaking glass in another room can buy you a few seconds to reposition or escape. And remember, stay alert after the fight. Just because one threat is dealt with doesn't mean it's over. Many groups operate in teams. A second wave, a lookout, or someone watching from a distance could be nearby. Never let your guard down until you're absolutely sure the danger has passed. In a real SHTF situation, you're not just defending your home, you're playing a psychological game. Decoys and diversions can turn a dangerous encounter into a near miss. One of the smartest strategies is to set up a fake supply cache, something visible, believable, and expendable. A few old cans of food left out in a shed, a half-empty backpack by the back door, even a decoy stash under a loose floorboard that leads nowhere. If looters think they've already found what you're hiding, they're more likely to grab it and go without tearing the rest of your home apart. This tactic works best if the fake cache is easy to find, light enough to carry, just valuable enough to seem worth taking, not obviously a decoy. Done right, it buys you time and preserves your real stockpile. You can also use distractions to your advantage during a confrontation. Make noise in another part of the house. Use battery-powered sound makers or alarms to draw attention away from your actual position. Even something as simple as a glass bottle tied to a string can serve as an improvised tripwire alert system or a diversion. The point is to stay in control of the encounter, guide the intruder's attention, waste their time, make them question whether it's worth continuing. You're not just defending a pile of supplies, you're defending your future. Sometimes a clever trick can do more than a loaded weapon. In theory, more people means more security, but in practice, group defense is complicated, especially in a collapse. If you already have a small, trusted group, family, close friends, people who prepared with you, that's a major asset. You can rotate watch shifts for 24/7 security, cover multiple entry points or blind spots, share communication tools like GMRS radios, coordinate response plans in case of attack. But here's the hard truth. Not everyone is worth relying on when things fall apart. Adding the wrong person to your defense plan can be worse than going it alone. Someone who panics under pressure, doesn't pull their weight, or leaks information could put everyone in danger. If you're building a network, choose people you've trained with or prepped with, not just folks who live nearby. Trust has to be earned before things go bad. Even within a trusted group, define clear roles. For example, one person on lookout, one securing the perimeter, one managing supplies. If everyone knows what to do and when to do it, you'll avoid chaos when it matters most. Just remember, more people also means more mouths to feed. That can make your home a bigger target unless resources are shared carefully and discreetly. A small, prepared team can be a force multiplier, but it's not something to improvise after collapse. Plan it now, or plan to go solo. When SHTF, it won't come with a warning. And once people are hungry, scared, or desperate, your home becomes a target, whether you like it or not. By then, it's too late to reinforce doors or hide your supplies. You either did the work in advance, or you didn't. So start now. Harden your home's weak points. Train with the tools you plan to use. Practice your defense plan. Keep your preps and your capabilities to yourself. You don't need to turn your house into a fortress overnight, but every layer of protection you add increases your chances of staying safe when others aren't. If this video helped you think through your home defense plan, give it a thumbs up, share it with other preppers, and subscribe for more no-nonsense prepping advice. And don't forget, there are more guides and resources on our website. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks for watching Prepper's Paradigm. Stay sharp, stay ready. We'll see you in the next one.